You're all right. You're all right.
Did you get us going, bud?
I think that's going.
Sorry, what was that?
Just talking to Bud, see if he's got us going yet. He says he's got us going. So before we do bring our guests on, though, Bud, I just want to say thank you to our sponsors.
All right, you
Without
go for
them,
it.
we can't do it. We got them running on the screen behind us, so just keep an eye on it once in a while, folks. But it's just, without the sponsors, we wouldn't be sponsoring race cars.
Absolutely.
Basically what it amounts to.
Yep.
And we get $100 once a year or twice a year, so we take the wives out for supper to keep them on our good side.
Yep.
So it's all good for us. But anyways,
Here we go.
Bud.
Hey, it's Hoagie's Garage, and tonight we have Troy Carey on. How you doing, Troy?
Yeah, good, great. Thank you. What about yourselves?
We're doing great.
It's amazing. We're sitting here talking racing, so we're having fun.
Oh, that's it. That's it.
Where are you at today? What part of the country are you in today?
We're just about at our motel at Morgantown in Pennsylvania. So we've travelled over here to do the 6 nights at Eastern Storm.
Oh, we got 6 nights in a row over there, or you got them spread out just a little bit?
No, 6 in a row. Yeah, we start tomorrow night and then finish on Sunday night.
Oh, so you're going to be losing a little sleep too, probably then.
Yeah, we will be. We'll certainly know we've done it by the end of the weekend.
We got 4 nights this week up at Huset's with their High Bank Nationals, but I don't have to do anything after the races. I don't have no track or car maintenance or anything to do. I can go home and go to bed.
Yeah, then we go to bed.
Yep, so that'll work.
Yep, that's the easy bit.
Troy, tell us a little bit about yourself before we get into racing. I assume you're from Australia. How old are you? Stuff like that.
Okay, so yeah, I'm from Australia, from a little town called Tullamore, which is in the Sydney's our capital, so we're 6.5 hours west of Sydney. I'm 51, and I've only been racing since I was 40. So I rode bulls until I was 27.
So you've been crazy your whole
I
life.
sat out. So, and then I found racing when I was 40 years old.
All right, so you kind of cut out there a little bit. So you rode bulls for how long?
Until I was 27. So I don't know, it would have been probably 14 years, I suppose I would have rode bulls for. No, not even that, 13 years. 13 years I rode bulls for.
How good were you?
No, terrible. That's why I stopped. I sucked at it. So
I have less desire to race bulls than I do to drive a sprint car. I would do a sprint car before the bulls, but I have to ask, what's your shoulder like, and what's your arm like, and what do we all break riding bulls?
well, shoulder and arm. My shoulders had a reconstruction, so yeah. But I broke many of bones, backs and shoulders and knees and things like that. So yeah, we've knocked ourselves about when we were younger. But the beauty of racing a sprint car, if you crash it, you don't have to get up and run away.
No, you just get out, as long as it ain't on fire.
Yeah, as long as you're not on
Yeah,
fire.
as long as it's not on fire, exactly right.
So what'd you do between 27 and 40 then?
Looked for something that would give me an adrenaline rush and couldn't find it. I tried golf. I sucked at that too, so I give that one up, and it was boring unless you drink beer. And then, it was just nothing really worked. And then, as I say, we found racing when I was 40.
Well, you're a little bit behind the curve on that, because them damn kids are starting when they're 5 now.
I know. Most kids by the time they're 15 have done more racing than what I've done in my life.
So, how'd you get into the racing then? Did you just start a team up, or did somebody ask you to drive, or how did that come about?
No, I was actually in getting a muffler repaired on my car, and the guy that was repairing the muffler had a non-wing sprint car down the back of his shop, and I got asking questions, and I went home and went, you know what, I'm going to have a go at that. So basically went out and bought my first car and had no idea, and we threw everything at it and had a ball, and we've done not too bad, really.
So
we've done.
What kind of car?
Okay, well, my first sprint car was a cheetah chassis actually, and then I moved on to Eagle, and now I'm I race rippers, so a ripper chassis.
So you've done wingless your whole life then, or your whole career in racing, or?
Yep. It's always been wingless, nothing else.
So, okay, now we're going to jump ahead a little bit.
Yep.
Is this your first trip to the U.S., or have you come over here before?
No, my first trip to the US was in 2017, and we went around, watched a bit of racing, done a little bit of stuff, did a little bit of racing just for fun, and then I always vowed I'd come back and race. And in 2022, I got an opportunity to come back and give it a go, and we've been back every year since then. And this year's will be the biggest year we've had because I finally got a visa and we can stay over here until December. So we missed, I think, the first 7 or 8 rounds of the USAC series, but yeah, we'll pick everyone up after that.
So, is it your car you shipped over, or did you find a ride over here?
No. Well, when I first came over, Scott Bennick Enterprises, they helped me out with a car. They built a car for me and got me going. And since then, I've moved down to Owensville, down in southern Indiana, and Ken Schmidt and the Davis brothers have been helping me out building cars for me and looking after all my gear.
Wow, that's a cool story. I mean, to go from bull riding and trying, golf obviously was not going to be an adrenaline rush.
No.
If you ain't hitting a hole in one, the adrenaline rush usually ain't there in golf. And then to get into sprint cars, that's just
and then the sprint cars.
That's wild. That's cool. I'm glad I stopped to talk to you the other night at Knoxville.
That's good. I'm glad too.
So what's the biggest differences between Australia and the United States racing?
Oh, look, in Australia, it's very tight with rules and regulations. We got to register cars and get licenses and all that. Where over here, we sort of we don't make it to this track, we go to another one. So pretty much it's a fair bit easier to come over here racing than what it is in Australia.
And probably not near the drive between tracks from different guys we've had on over the years.
Oh yeah, well where I live, it's basically 90 miles to go grocery shopping. So our closest track's about 90 miles away, and then we only race it maybe twice a year, and then the rest of them is like majority we race in Sydney, which as I say is like 6.5 hours for me. So we used to leave on a Saturday morning and at about 6 o'clock drive down, race, turn around, drive home. We'd be back home at 5 o'clock on Sunday morning. So, but over here it's not too bad. Like it's especially Indiana, like everything's reasonably close within a few hours.
Yep.
Yeah, even PA, probably where you are, those are probably going to be fairly close too.
Yeah, I think the furthest one from where we're based at Morgantown here, I think DJ was saying the furthest one away is like a 2-hour drive. So
yeah, that's just going to get groceries for you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Jeez, I don't like to drive to Sioux Falls to get groceries. I like it when I only got to go 2 blocks to the one in town. So
yeah, well we're not that lucky. But yeah, no, it's definitely a lot different over here racing to racing in Australia.
So, how's it gone for you over at Australia? I mean, you got some wins, I hope, and how's things gone over there for you since you started?
Yeah, not too bad. We've always been well up in our club championships. We've won a state title and just had a couple of really good, like the bigger blue ribbon event wins. So we didn't do too bad over there. Didn't secure an Australian title like Todd Hobson has, but we certainly give it a good go there a couple of times.
Perfect.
Do you have any wins in the United States?
No, I haven't. I led one feature once, and I think my talent ran out, and I ended up at about 6th, and that was about it. So,
yeah.
But yeah, no, I haven't had any wins yet. I'd like to, but yeah, we haven't been that lucky yet.
Well, you got time. You're here till December,
we got time.
So you got a few races to get in yet.
Yeah, we do. We've got a few to go. We've got a few to go.
Your car back in Australia, what number are you? Is there any reason why you picked that number?
Well, we got to register a number in Australia, and 45 was one of the numbers that was available when I started racing. And there's no significance for 45, but yeah, I just decided I'd like that number, so that's the number we went with.
And that's the same number you're running over here, right?
Exactly same number. Yep.
Look at me, remembered something, bud. Like
yeah, well,
the
N, the 45 and the N stands out. That's our state prefix. So
Okay.
in Australia, we have each state run numbers from obviously 2 all the way to 99, and then you put your state prefix after that number. So that's why I'm 45N. N stands for the New South Wales side of it.
You said 2 through 99. Why not 1?
One's reserved for state champions, and 1A is reserved, obviously, for the Australian champion.
Okay. See,
Yeah.
we're learning all kinds of stuff.
There's always hope for us, bud.
Yeah.
Sorry, Snow. Bud didn't have it out, I don't think, on Facebook that we were live. He must have stumbled across our show.
Oh yeah, I've been a little busy, so.
Bud's getting lax. I don't know. So, what's your biggest win so far in Australia? I mean, which one pops out? How'd that night go for you?
My biggest win in Australia, I think probably my first ever win. I got paid for. We had a 50 lapper in Brisbane. Brisbane Speedway's since shut down. We had a 50 lapper in Brisbane, and I led it from start to finish, from flag to flag. So that probably stands out the most. The best one I've ever had, the one that stands out the most because it was my first, and we done it, and against a pretty stout field.
And to lead 50 laps, you're well into lap traffic and stuff at that point, and I'm sure there had to have been a couple restarts. So.
Yeah, the track was really slick, and as I said, I'd only just started racing, so I just got in. I was the classic gutter rat, like the catfish. I was on the bottom and stuck to the bottom, and there was a little bit of moisture there, and no one could get around the top of me, and so like it was pretty memorable. And as I said, one I won't forget, for the reason being it was my first one.
Yep. So I have to ask too, just because I'm curious, how did your first one go? How did your first night in the sprint car? Because, did you have any laps at all before you pushed off for a race? Did you get any practice in anywhere, or did you just hop in the car and
nothing.
race?
Just straight in the car. What's better than jumping in the deep end? Like, yeah, you're going to learn quick, or you're not going to learn. So we, a mate and I, went down to Sydney. We had to go to Sydney. That's where they were racing. It was part of the Winter Nationals that they used to run at Parramatta Speedway. Mate and I had no idea what we were doing, not a clue. And the way we went down to Sydney, didn't even know how to space the wheels, didn't know how to to use stagger or anything. We had no idea what we were doing. Anyway, yeah, we had a great time. We pushed the car back onto the trailer, and nothing was bent, and so we were really happy.
I tell everybody that it ain't a horrible night if you can roll the car on the trailer at the end of the night.
Yeah, 100%.
Now, we went through some times in the U.S. where it was really hard to get parts for cars, and it still is a little bit, but I think it's a lot better. And the same with tires. Did you guys go through that also after the COVID time frame, or wasn't it that bad in Australia?
We did. The parts weren't too bad, but tires were a big issue. The problem is with our tyres situation in Australia, at that time we had one person that could import Hoosier tyres, and that was it. So obviously just one of those deals, supply and demand, things go up in price because the supply's not there, and it made it difficult, made it really hard to race.
Yeah.
For a lot of people.
Yep.
Yeah, we had, over here they had talked about, possibility of canceling some races because they just didn't know if tires would show up, but they always did. You know,
somehow.
at least
As
in
far
our
as we
area,
know,
they never canceled because of it. So,
Yeah, I think it was a bit of the old supply and demand issue. You know, we can put the prices right up when we tell them that there's not there.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. They can turn the screws in on you a little bit when they get a chance.
100% they can. Yeah, make it real tough.
yeah.
Yep. Just like gas prices right now in the U.S.
Funny you say that. I was thinking that myself. we just turned up in Pennsylvania and diesel's I think it was $5.60 or something. We just drove past.
Oh, yeah, that's worse than here. I think we're under 5 again, aren't we? Or where's diesel at?
For diesel, yeah, I thought the one here in Leicester is like $4.75.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, but when we came, I think it was Ohio when we went through there. It was like $4.40 or something.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, she shot up $1 since we got into Pennsylvania.
So a couple weeks ago, you raced down in Knoxville. Was that the first time you've ever been to Knoxville?
First time I'd ever set foot in Knoxville.
And what was your thoughts? Was it kind of you started racing when you were 40, so I don't know if that was a dream come true or not. I'm just kind of curious.
Well, my whole thing was in 2017 when I said I came over and we went. There was 3 mates and I came over. We went to the Let's Race 2 up in. I'm not sure if it was called that
Eldora
at the time, but at Eldora, and they had obviously the USAC non-wing cars and the World of Outlaws, same as what they've got now. And we were there with as I say, with my mates, and I said, I'm going to race this one day. And they laughed at me and they said, yeah, right, well, how are you going to do that? And I said, I don't know, but I'm going to work a way out so I can race this. So my whole dream was to go and actually cut some laps at Eldora. Anywhere else was going to be a bonus. So we done that this year, and then, as you say, we got that opportunity, and because we were here, and we went up and raced the sprint car capital of the world. So, look, both them tracks, I loved them both. I love that wide open, just hold it on the floor and see what happens type thing.
So, will you come back to Knoxville to watch the Nationals or anything in August, or?
I'd like to. I won't say I can. I've got my son over here as well at the moment. He's over here racing bikes, and he's doing quite well in the IXCR, which is the Indiana cross country. So the woods racing, he's leading the series there. So if he's not racing and we got time, I'll definitely come back to Knoxville and watch the Nationals, because I think to me that track's more of a wing car track than it is as a non-wing car track. I think they put on a really good performance when they got wings on them. Not to say that the non-wings don't, because it was really good racing while we were there.
It was a good show while I was there. I liked it, watching the wings.
Yeah, so I just think with the way the track goes, that really slick, and from bottom to top, I think the wing cars sort of, it suits them more. In my preference, it suits them more than it does us non-wing cars.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, if you happen to make it, you let us know, and maybe we can get together and have a Pepsi and a Diet Coke with you or something.
Yeah, sounds good.
And we can visit a little more. Go ahead.
Who is sponsoring you while you're over here in the U.S.?
Okay, so I've got some great sponsors in Australia that's followed me over here. So we've got the Skyline Building Group. They've sponsored me. Yes Valley Waste Services. They've sponsored me as well over here, and then an auction, Benabilla Auctions, which is out of our local main sort of hub, main city that's closest to us at home. They've sponsored me as well over here, and then obviously Davis Brothers Designs, they're another one. Goebel's Bar. Hog Heaven up in Kokomo. So if you're ever in Kokomo and you're looking for something to eat, go to Hog Heaven. It is
barbecue joint.
To me, it's second to none for barbecue. It is unreal, the food they produce.
Hog Heaven.
That sounds like
Hog
a
Heaven at
definite
Kokomo.
plan.
So if you ever go to Kokomo, I'm not sure if you go over to Kokomo, but if you ever do, make sure you drop in there. You'll be doing yourself a favour.
We got a lot of things on our bucket list. And whether or not we're going to get to them all, we don't know. But
we got to win the dang lottery so that we can just quit our jobs and go watch races, man.
That's what I always say. I'm going to win lottery and I'm not going to have to work again, and I'll be right. But my son keeps reminding me I'm too tight to actually buy a ticket in the lottery, so I'm not sure how I can do it.
My biggest thing is to remember to buy one.
Oh,
I talk about the lottery all the time. I never remember to buy the damn ticket.
Yeah, okay. I look at them and go, oh, no, I don't need one of them. What's my chances of winning?
yeah.
So I have to ask, you said your son was racing bikes. Are we talking like motocross, or what's he racing?
No, he races, so it's on motorbikes, obviously dirt bikes. He races off-road. We call it off-road in Australia. I think you call it woods racing over here, but he's racing the IXCR, which is the Indiana cross country.
I think I've watched that. That looks a little bit insane because they're going pretty fast through a forest with like trees everywhere.
Yeah, they do. They do. It's not for me. It's not for me. I have trouble keeping four wheels on the ground, so two wheels is just not going to happen.
Because that looks terribly dangerous to me. I've watched some of that, and it's like, holy shit, they're going, 40 mile an hour, and they're going between two trees that are 4 foot apart or something. And
yeah, well, that's him, and it does worry me. I get a little bit nervous sometimes, but I've just got to keep reminding myself that he knows what he's doing and he knows how far he can push himself. So you just got to let him do it, I suppose.
Just have to tell yourself you rode bulls when you were younger, so yeah.
That's right. That's right. I'm happy he's on a motorbike and not on a darn bull.
So how's he doing with that then? You said he was leading.
Yeah, he's leading his. So he's leading his class, and he's outright. I think that we looked the other day. There's 590 riders in the group, and he's sitting sixth. So he's sixth outright and first in his class at the moment.
Oh,
that's awesome.
That's a lot of bikes.
Yeah. No.
So, kidding. There's always 300 or 400 bikes lining up on the start grid with him. So,
good Lord,
that's crazy.
That's got to be something just to watch the start.
Oh, it is. It's pretty. They get a bit wild and a bit gnarly there in the start sometimes. So,
yeah, I've watched some of the motocross, and they only start like 20, 25 bikes or something, and they run into each other at the first corner. I can't imagine 300 of them.
Yeah, well, they start the 300, and they don't start them all in one big foul swoop. They'll start them in rows.
Okay.
So the first row will go, and then they'll give it like a 30-second buffer, and then the second row will go, and then the 30 seconds. So they might start, I think there's eight or nine rows in his group in the AM bikes. Yeah, so they'll sort of stagger it out. Then, there might be 50 bikes in one group and then 20 in the other group type thing.
So you're definitely keeping busy between watching him some and driving yourself. You probably don't have any spare time.
We don't have much spare time at all. We thought we'd have a heap of spare time, but we were kidding ourselves. So we've been pretty flat out.
It sounds to me like crazy runs a little bit in the family, personally.
Oh, it does. It does. We're all a little bit. My eldest boy, he went bull riding, but he sort of. I didn't ever discourage him, but he decided he hurt his hip, so he decided he'd give it a rest for a while. So I was a bit relieved when he decided to, but I wasn't ever going to discourage him from doing it.
Yeah.
So if you had a chance while you're in the U.S. and you're in the area, would you go to one of the PBR, the Professional Bull Rider Association, whatever they call it?
Yeah, we really wanted to. We actually turned up the weekend. The weekend we arrived in March, the PBR was in Indianapolis. We missed out on that. And then I don't know if it was the PBR or like a PBR qualifier or something down in Evansville. And I think it's on this weekend coming. So we're going to miss it too. But, yeah, if we had the chance, I'd definitely go and watch it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, I like to watch it on TV, but like I said, the desire to get on the back of one of them things is like zero. Might even be a negative number.
Don't worry. It's all over and done with pretty quick. Even if you ride them or you don't ride them, the worst is going to be is 8 seconds.
Yeah, that's true.
But that 8 seconds feels like 80 minutes when you're on there.
Yeah.
Oh, I watched a guy the other day, after he got bucked off, and like I can't remember if it was his elbow or his shoulder, but he dislocated something, and you could watch him turn the arm and pop it back in, and I'm like, oh damn. For one thing, he's a hell of a lot tougher than I am.
Once they've been out a few times, they go back in really easy. That's speaking from experience. I think I dislocated mine like maybe 15 or 18 times or something. And towards the end, after probably about the 8th or 9th time, you just relax. Just sit there and relax and manipulate a little bit with the other hand, like on the tip of your elbow, and just pop back in. And pretty much was like, it didn't. After a while, once all the tendons and everything were stretched really bad, it didn't seem to be too painful. Not like your first or second time you done it. It hurt like nothing else. But yeah. But saying that, them guys that are riding the PBR, they're tough boys. They're really tough.
No, I don't even know what to say.
Do you have any?
So that's probably why you've had the reconstructive surgery on your shoulders.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, that's it. I had to go, and it was getting to the point of where if I was asleep in bed and I had it above my head, it'd fall out. So I thought it might be time to go and get some tendons shortened and some bone moved from in there, and it was also really successful. So I get a little bit of shoulder pain now, but nothing tragic.
So after the surgery, did you give up bull riding then, or did you go back and ride a little more?
No. I only had my surgery about. I think it was around COVID time, so it must have been about 5-6 years ago. Yeah, 7 years ago I had the surgery. Yeah.
Do you have any apparel at all?
I don't at the moment. I've got a little bit of last year's stuff left, but we're working on a design to get some out. Yeah, I want to try and get some out soon.
Will that just be available at the track then, or would you have a website?
Yeah.
So just at the track?
No, just available at the track at our trailer. That's about it. Unless I can con someone into putting it in their merch trailer, but other than that, it'll be just at my trailer at the track. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. Then you get to visit with people too. So
I think you should.
I like to interact with them too. I like the people that come and buy my gear. I like to talk to them. So.
Yeah.
I think you should have a bull driving the sprint car.
Yeah.
Or at least have a bull on the picture somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, let's
bull-shaped sprint car.
Yeah. Let's get to some rapid fire questions here. What's your favorite kind of ice cream?
I would have to say, I don't think you can get it over here, but rum and raisin.
Rum and raisin.
There you go.
No, I've never heard of that one.
I don't think I've ever seen it in
gallons of it,
America.
can you get a buzz going or no?
Sorry, what was that?
If you eat 3 gallons of it, can you get a little buzz going on the rum, or ain't there enough rum in it?
I don't know if it's actually just rum flavoured or whether it's got rum in it. I've been eating it since I was a little kid, so I don't know. That may be the answer to a lot of questions. It could have had alcohol in it.
Oh, shoot. Are you a cat or a dog person?
A dog.
Do you have any hobbies other than racing?
Hobbies other than racing? Not really, no. Just work to save money to go racing. That's about it.
There you go.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that either.
Do a little bit of fishing with my son. That's it. Yeah, I do some fishing with my sons. That's about it.
Fishing's always fun.
Yeah, we like it. My son, both my boys like it, so it's good to go and spend time with them and do a bit of fishing.
Yeah, especially if you can catch something, because fresh fish, you can't go wrong with that.
Nope.
No, not at all.
It's really hard to buy fish in the store after you eat fresh fish out of the lake.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, that's a whole other story that we're not going to get into.
We're very spoiled in Australia with a lot of good fish, so.
Yeah. How about a favorite movie? Do you have a favorite movie?
Favorite movie? Well, it's an Australian movie, and no one that I ever show. It's a comedy called The Castle, and it's an Australian-made movie. And anyone that I've shown that hasn't come from Australia just look at me like I'm weird, because it's just full of Australian humour. And I think our humour is very unique to the rest of the world.
There you go.
What was it? What was the name of it again?
The Castle.
The Castle?
Mm.
Okay.
There you go. You better look that up.
I'm going to write that down. I can look that up. Maybe watch it sometime.
Watch it on YouTube.
Yeah, you'll probably look that up, watch it, and go, I'm never talking to that guy again. He's weird.
Oh, hell no. I'm hoping you show up at Knoxville so we can get together and visit.
So the next question is, which one do you prefer, snow or rain? But I have to ask, have you even seen snow before?
Oh, I hate snow. we we were over, we went and we came over in last year to race Florida, and of course February last year, 2025, it was the coldest I think February maybe on record or something in Indiana. So I remember stepping out of the motorhome one morning and there was like a foot of snow on the ground, and I walked into the shop and I said, "Who's taking me to the airport tomorrow?" And they looked at me and said, "Are you serious?" I said, "I'm 100% serious." I walked back into the motorhome, booked my flight home, and yeah, they took me up to the airport the next day. So I would have to say rain. I prefer rain over snow.
I would definitely say so.
Oh, if you were going to be stranded on an island, what type of music would you want along to listen to?
Oh, I don't really have favourite types of music. It depends on my mood.
Okay.
But if I was on an island, I'll probably just pick a bit of country. You're pretty safe with country.
Yep.
You can get a little bit rocky, or you can get it a bit slower. So yeah, country.
Yep.
Okay.
You can do the happy or the sad, depending on your mood when you do country.
Yeah, well, that's what I said to someone the other day. I said, with all these intelligent cars, you know, the ones that drive around themselves and that, now it won't be long before there's a country music singer write a song about his car leaving him.
His car ran off with another guy.
Yeah, his car ran off with another car or something, or another guy or something like that. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, you're probably not too far off.
I should jump in and write it myself.
There you go. You better jump ahead on that a little bit. Get some royalties on that. It'll get you racing more.
Yeah, that's it.
do you have a favorite place to go out to eat, whether in Australia or here in the U.S.?
Yeah, well, in the US, I love eating it, as I was saying before, I love eating at Hog Heaven. I love my barbecue, so that place to me is probably the best. But at home, don't really have restaurants like you do over here. We'll just go to a bar. So our local bar is probably, I like going and support our local bar.
There's nothing really wrong with bar food. You can get a lot of really good food even around here in a bar.
Yeah,
Sometimes
you can.
It's the best. So let's see, where are we at? Down there. All right. How about a favorite holiday?
Favorite holiday? Oh, I'd have to say Indiana. The US, just the US in general, really.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I guess my first question is, in Australia, what's the speeding limit there? And then my second question is, how many speeding tickets do you have?
Oh, well, the speeding tickets, we haven't got enough digits to count them on our hands or toes, but our speed limit in Australia is it's 110 kilometres as fast as you can go, which is about 66 mile an hour.
Okay.
And there's very little leverage in Australia. You step over the limit by 5%, they'll fine you. And the thing is with Australia, you don't just get a money fine, you also get demerit points, and once you receive a certain amount of demerit points, they take your license off you. So my last one I got was on my way to the airport to fly over here this year. So I get them quite often. I drive trucks when I'm at home, so I get a lot of tickets. Not so much speeding tickets, but I get a lot of tickets over there.
Okay. Well, we've had several people. We had one guy said they'd cover his garage wall over the years. So we've had some have quite a few, and every once in a while you get somebody that says they've had none.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Surprisingly, we have a lot of drivers that say they drive like grandmas on the highway. They save the speed for the track, and when they're on the road, their wives are like torqued at them because they go so slow.
Yeah, okay. Oh, well, they're a bit more responsible than me then.
All right. Well, this next one will be fun then. So what's the fastest you've ever driven going down the highway or ridden with somebody?
I would say, obviously, it's been over here, not at home. Not stupidly fast, but maybe somewhere between 90 and 100 mile an hour.
Oh,
Okay, that's not bad.
No, that ain't bad.
Yeah, no, it's not overly stupid.
Yeah.
But yeah, certainly fast enough.
Yeah.
When you got people around you that sort of you don't know what they're about to do.
Yeah. We've had what, 3 guys been in the 200 club?
Cy Lynch went something stupid over 200, and Sammy Swindell and a Boss Hog went over 200, and there was one.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. Insane.
That Boss Hog, that's a 3-wheeled motorcycle, is what that
It's
is.
a V8.
Oh,
It's got
yeah, I know. Yep.
It's got a
200
V8.
mile an hour.
Yep, that's what he told us.
Who was that? Sammy Swindell. Oh, he's got big balls.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. Yep. Great big ones. I don't know how he carries them around.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm glad I wasn't with him.
No shit. I might have just peed myself on the back seat of that thing.
Yeah.
Or died of a heart attack.
Yeah.
I probably would have fell off.
What's your favorite drink?
A favorite drink, as in alcoholic drink or like a soda?
Either or both.
Okay, so my favorite alcoholic drink. I mean, I like beer, but I really like a good whiskey.
Okay.
We have a rum in Australia called Bundaberg rum. They make a really nice liqueur, which is like a salted caramel liqueur. It's really good. But I think what do I like? I like the guava nosses, but I think my favourite probably is a Dr. Pepper.
There you go.
You
Yeah.
and my wife get along good. She likes Dr. Pepper. I like them guavas, though. Them are good. That's a good new flavor.
They are, yeah, I reckon they're the best nos that have ever been made. I did like the mango ones, and then they stopped, but the guava ones I think are better.
Yep, same thing for me. Side note, I listened to a comedian over here, Fluffy, and he was in Australia. What was that? What was the whiskey that began with the B or the rum? That you said?
The Bundaberg rum.
He got into that in a bar over there with somebody, and it did not end well for him. He said, I thought he said they drank 2 bottles.
Oh,
And he said it was bad. So I had heard of that rum or whiskey before.
Yep.
That Bundaberg rum, it'll bring you undone, especially the liqueurs, because they're so easy. You can just drink them like a cup of coffee. And it'll get you upside down really quick.
And
Yes.
it just sneaks right up behind you and kicks you in the ass.
Oh yeah, it kicks you in the ass, in the back of the head, everywhere it wants to kick you.
All right.
Last
one here, then we'll let you go. You probably got things to do for the race week. But
You're right.
if you just won the lottery,
Which you don't play, but if you did win
but
it.
just in case, is there a car, a truck, a boat, a motorhome, or is there something you always wanted but you just don't have the money for? Or what would you do with that kind of money?
Oh, look, I'd probably pull a bit out just to blow. So, but I think I'd set my kids up first, and then have to set myself up a sprint car team. Even if I'm not driving, you'd put someone in there to drive it.
Yep.
You know, it's the same old rule. They say you want to make $1 million out of racing, you got to start with $2 million. So why not start with $2 million and walk away with nothing? Definitely help as I said, set my kids up, and then probably help my young fella out, try and get a team going for his motorbikes. Because that's all he's ever wanted to do since he was a little kid, is be a pro rider. So, but yeah, nothing extraordinary.
Nope, nothing wrong with that.
Maybe buy a racetrack or something.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'd find some way to get rid of it all.
Oh, it wouldn't be hard, would it? I got lots of ideas and things I want to do with it, but
Heck, there's football players, basketball players, they make millions and millions and they're broke. So
yeah.
Yep, exactly right. I always said to my kids, it doesn't matter how much money you make, it's about how much money you don't spend.
Yep.
It gets you wealthy.
I always said, I turned 60 here this year, and even at that, you can take the lump sum payout or you can take the annual payout. And I still always say I'd take the annual payout because at least I would have income coming in all the time. I couldn't piss the whole works away at one shot.
No, that's right. You couldn't just walk past and see a truck that you wanted and go,
Yeah,
buy that.
at least you'd have $10 million a year coming in once a year, and hopefully you can not screw it up all the time.
Yeah.
Yep, that's right. Exactly right.
You bet.
Well, Troy, this has been
100%.
an absolute blast for us, and
Thank you. It's been great.
And hopefully you make it back to Knoxville for the Nationals. We're just there on Friday and Saturday, but it'd be awesome to get together just to say thank you in person and bullshit a little more.
Yeah, 100%. Well, I'll let you know if I make it over.
Yeah. Otherwise, this has been a blast. We really appreciate you coming on and talk to a couple guys from Northwest Iowa.
Yeah, best of luck. Go get a win, man.
Righto, thank you.
All right, take care.
We'll see ya.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
enjoy your evening. Bye-bye. Bye.
That was a lot of fun, bud.
That was awesome.